Hi, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I got it on the Cynthia G channel here. This woman is trying to propose to this man. Um, and she seemed like a nice young lady and everything. And he is basically turning her down. Here's a good woman here. What appears to be a good woman. Wants to marry, wants to get married, wants to do the right thing, wants to get married. She says she wants to spend the rest of her life with this man. And she gave him a proposal, which I think is a terrible idea. I think a woman should never propose marriage to a man. The Bible says a man that finds a wife finds a good thing, not a woman that finds a husband finds a good thing. So the man is supposed to seek the woman out. It's not the right order of things. Shouldn't be proposing to a man. I think if you have to propose to a man, then there's something wrong. There's something seriously wrong if you have to propose to a man. Just women shouldn't be doing it. I mean, it's just the man's supposed to seek you out. He's supposed to be seeking you out as his wife, and it's just not the right order of things. I know that this is the year 2023, but some things just never change, should never change. I mean, the man's supposed to be seeking you out. If a woman has to propose to a man, I think that's kind of a red flag. I think that's a serious problem. Here she has a pancake proposal, which is very romantical, but this man sitting up here talking about she gonna lose her wig. I said, did he say wig? She gonna lose her wig and she gonna lose her benefits and all this kind of stuff. So Cynthia G was making a point, and I agree that he is not ready to provide. He is not ready to be a provider. He's not able or not ready to be, or both, to be a provider to her and the children, if there's any children. She seems, that's what I'm saying. That's a major problem. I was guilty of that too. We get into these relationships with these men and we give boyfriends husband benefits. You can't be giving boyfriends husband benefits. That doesn't work, you know. I did that too. I was guilty of that too back in the day. You can't give boyfriends husband benefits. You can't go shacking up with a man and doing all the things that a wife does, giving him all the benefits of what a wife would give to a husband, and then turn around and expect the man to marry you, because he's going to figure, why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? And people might think that's an old saying, but it still holds true. A lot of men have that mindset. Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free? So women got to stop doing that. Women got to stop giving these men, and that includes sex too, because sex is supposed to be for marriage. That includes sex. I'm going to throw sex in there too. Don't be giving him nothing before marriage. You strictly court the man. Don't even give him that before marriage either. Don't be shacking up with the man. He's supposed to be courting you. Don't give him nothing, because that is a wife is supposed to give her body to her husband, and that is the problem. That is the problem with modern women. You're giving up too much to these men, and then expect to marry, and 9 times out of 10, they're not going to get married. And so that's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's not ready to be a provider. He's talking about you got to give up your wig and all this kind of stuff. And if, I don't know if either one of them are ready to marry if they're still dependent on government benefits. But I mean, if both of them come together and work together, then two incomes is always better than one. You know, I mean, in this situation, she's going to have to work. Um, I don't know. He's not ready to be the provider. He's not ready to provide. He doesn't want to marry her. If you ask a man to marry you and he got 50 million excuses as to why he doesn't want to marry, then that's a red flag. And if she desires, and that's what I'm saying, black men always say that there ain't no good black women out here and all this kind of stuff. Black women don't want to ride. And here's a black woman that seems like to be a nice young lady that wants to ride with this man. And he's not white, he's black. She seemed like she want to ride with him for the long haul. And here he is sitting up here turning her down. But black men are always crying about, oh, black women don't want to ride with us. They don't want to ride with us. They don't, ain't no good ones out here. But here's a sister, seem like a good sister, that wants to ride with this man. And here he's sitting up here talking about some food stamps and WIC and all that kind of stuff. So what does that tell you about the mindset? So that's a red flag. A man sitting up here shacking with you for years and years and years, he's stringing you along. And every time you bring up marriage, he wants to throw up 50 million excuses. Then that's a red flag, ladies. It's a red flag. He's just not that into you. Remember that one guy? What was his name? Was it Greg Barrett? He used to say that he had a show or something. He said, I think he wrote a book. He's just not that into you. He's just not that into you. Okay? He doesn't want to marry you. I don't believe in ultimatums. I don't believe in giving men ultimatums. I believe once the handwriting is on the wall, you have a decision to make. If you want to marry, and he's clearly making it very clear he doesn't want to marry, then are you going to keep sitting around waiting around for this man, or are you going to, make yourself available for the possibility of marrying someone else and put yourself back out there on the market because she has a decision to make? Because, that's what I'm saying. Ladies, stop giving boyfriends husband benefits. Stop it. Stop popping out these babies before marriage. Stop having sex with these guys before marriage. Stop shacking with these guys before marriage. Don't do none of it. All that stuff a wife is supposed to be doing. You giving men babies and sex and, living, sitting up there living with the man and cooking with him and all that, doing all that stuff that wives do, you're doing for a boyfriend. And that is the main problem. In the long run, a lot of times they don't even respect you. So it's just not a good idea for women to do that. If you require marriage, if a woman requires marriage, then that's okay. There's just some things that you just need to not do if that's what you require. And a man needs to know that up front, so he can decide whether he wants to pursue a relationship with you. A man needs to know right up front that this is what you're looking for. I'm looking to be married one day, a relationship that will possibly lead to marriage. Put the handwriting, just put the cards on the table and let the man know from the gate what your future goals are, and this is what you want. And then let them know that there's certain things that you're not going to do before marriage, and bottom line, and he's gonna either decide, and that's gonna help you weed out the men that ain't no good. That's gonna help you weed out, and then the ones that are serious stick by you, and the ones that's not, it'll help you also to weed them out. But if marriage is something that this sister requires, then this man steady turning her down and making 50 million excuses, then she has a decision to make. You know, she needs to move on. And if she has children, that's a whole another story, and that's gonna be very difficult because it's really gonna be hard for her to get married. But what's the alternative? Keep letting this guy string you along? So hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on this woman. You think it's a good idea for a woman to propose to a man? How do you feel about this situation? Here's a sister that's willing to ride for her brother, and he's turning her down. And I'm sure there's lots and lots of more cases like that. So hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are on this. And until the next video, be blessed.